Good morning, tribe. We are back. We were at Stitches West last week in Santa Clara, California. Actually, it's almost 2 weeks ago now that we were there. We got back Tuesday afternoon, and we've been recovering, trying to get back our brains back on Michigan time. That's always a trial. But I think we're finally back where we need to be, and we are working on club. Today it's all about club. We decided to leave club open while we were out of town. It didn't really make sense for us to close it. Nobody was here to, run the reports and get everything scheduled. So we said, you know what, let's just leave it open. So anybody who was at Stitches West, I know a lot of you we talked to who were interested in club. I hope you got in and were able to check us out and sign up. A couple extra people I know who maybe were hemming and hawing and trying to decide if they were going to do it or not. They had the opportunity to get in at that last second, but it closes today. So if you're not in as of right now, you missed out. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Club is going to start dying. We'll start dyeing it tomorrow. And wow, the colors in this thing are just phenomenal. If you've ever seen the show and you've seen her clothes and you've seen the set and you've seen just all of the available colors for us to choose from, they're kind of massive, but we've narrowed it down, and I think everybody's going to be very, very pleased. All right, moving on, or back again, I guess. Stitches West. We had a wonderful time. Thank you everyone who came out to see us. It was brilliant. I got to talk with people and really get to understand what they were looking for. We do 2 shows back to back, Vogue Knitting Live in New York City in Manhattan and Stitches West in Santa Clara, California. They're on opposite ends of the country, back to back, and we really get a really good feel for what people are looking for, color-wise, base, what kinds of fibers they're looking for, what color combinations are really speaking to people at the moment. And because it's across the country, we get a kind of a really good understanding of what is hot right now. So thank you for everyone who talked to me while we were there. It really helped us to get a plan for this year, and we're really excited about it. One of the other things that I like to do while we're there is talk to people and answer their questions about evolutions in general, or gradient cakes, and how to use them most effectively for a project. I always get questions, especially from people who are new to using an evolution. Pardon me. But overwhelmingly this show, over the course of both of the shows, the biggest question was about needle size and preference, and how to choose a needle, and how to decide, do you go with what's on the band, do you go with what's in the pattern, what do you do? And the answer, my friends, if you ask me, and that's why you're watching, it's all about preference. And my preference is to go big or go home. I love a nice open drape. I think it really is a beautiful option for our colorways. It really opens up the fabric, and you can really see the color in an elegant way. It makes for a softer transition, and I think it makes for a softer garment overall. A larger needle size with a smaller gauge fiber, for example, Tasty or Glamour. I'm working on Glamour right now. This is my Them Their Eyes pattern. I'm doing all of the eyes. I love eyelets. I'm using a size 8 needle, and this is fingering weight yarn. I love an open drape. So let me see if I can get this up close. You can see, where's the biggest stockinette section? I think it's right here. It's kind of see-through. I can see you through it. Not looking at the eyelets yet, just in this section right here. You can see the stitch definition is really beautiful. It's nice and open. and it really has some weight to it. It drapes. That's a little bit of the cashmere in there, helps with that. But a size 8 needle is my go-to for Tasty and Glamour. I just love the way it looks. When I get to the eyelet sections, or if you're doing a lace project, it's gonna really open that up. Now, it's not appropriate for, ooh, I'm dropping my yarn. It's not appropriate for every single pattern that you do. So I'm not saying that across the board you should always use a size 8 when you use a Tasty or a Glamour. Those, by the way, are really interchangeable. The weight of those two are very, very close in size. But a size 8 needle in a fingering weight yarn can really create a soft effect, and that's what I love. This is Arial. Let me see if I can get it off. This is Arial. Now, Arial is a light fingering weight. So it is significantly lighter than Tasty or Yummy. So that one we knock back, and I believe this one was done on a size 6 needle. It might have been a 5, but I'm pretty sure it's a size 6. And I would say comparatively, it has the same effect. If you look in the stockinette section, you get good stitch definition. You can still kind of see through it, which gives it a little bit of the drape. The eyelets are nice and open, but the stockinette still has a very loose look to it. And that's just what my preference is. I don't like a stiff fabric. If I'm gonna be wearing it, I want it to be able to drape nicely on my body. All right, look, I'm gonna use this like a mirror, put this on. It looks silly, but oh well. I like the drape. And that's what, for me, it's all about. Drape and color. And when you have that openness, you get a softer color transition. When it's really tight, which is important for things like socks or cowls that you don't want the wind to go through, or hats that you don't want hair sticking out or whatever. Sometimes a smaller needle size is appropriate. But for me and for shawls, I try to go big or go home, and that's just my motto. Now, does that mean I always get it right? No, but I don't swatch. I mean, I understand that's important for some things, but what I do, I guess I swatch. I'm a liar to myself. I swatch. I knit about this much, and if I like it, I keep going. If I don't like it, I frog it, and I size up, and I go ahead and go again, or I size down, whatever it is appropriate. It's all about your preference. You are not wrong. You cannot be wrong when it comes to needle size. What do you like? That's the size you should use. How do you want it to look? That's the size you should use. So try it. And you know what? If you're off by 1 needle size and you get this far, size up and keep going. Don't frog back. If you have to go up 2 needle sizes, you gotta frog back. Or if you gotta go down 2 needle sizes, you gotta frog back. But for just going up 1 needle size, it's not gonna make that much difference. If you're gonna block it in the end, it all blocks out. It's not a big deal. Guys, we gotta relax. We have to just chill out about it and enjoy the knit. I mean, really, that's why you're doing this. Think about an evolution. You have 1 tail when you cast on, you have 1 tail when you cast off. The rest is just enjoyable knitting. You don't have to worry about colors going back and forth. You don't have to join yarn. You don't have to carry yarn. You're knitting an evolution. It's all about the love, man. Can you tell I've been in California? It really is. It's just all about what you enjoy. And I hope this helped. People were laughing at me as per usual. I'm a silly person. I know that. I'm a goofball. But when it comes to gauge, just enjoy. You can't be wrong. And if you realize that it's too small or too large, just start over. Just don't go too far. It's not a big deal. Promise. All right. I know this is an awkward end, but this is all I got for you guys today. I got to get to work on club. I got to go close it and make sure that everybody who is in our club, it gets processed properly, and we can get started on dyeing everything. Bye guys. Love you, tribe.